Morning, everyone. My name is Mira Morales from Forestry 1B. Disaster Risk Reduction in the Philippines. Disaster Risk Reduction, or DRR. There is no such thing as a natural disasters, only natural hazard. Disaster Risk Reductions, or DRR, aims to reduce the damage caused by natural hazard like earthquake, floods, droughts, and cyclones through an ethic of prevention. Disasters often follow natural hazards, and disaster severity depends on how much impact a hazard has on society and on the environment. The scales of the impact in the turns depend on the choice we make for our lives and for our environment. There this choice relates to how we grow our foods, where and how we build our homes, what kind of environment we have, how our financial systems works, and even what we teach in school. Each decision and action makes us more vulnerable to disaster and more resilient to them. Disaster risk reduction is all about choice. Disaster reduction is a concept and practice of reducing disaster risk through systematic efforts to analyze and reduce the causal factors of disaster. Reducing exposure to disaster, lessening variety of people and property, waste management of lands and the environment, and improving preparedness for advisors events are all examples of disaster risk reduction.
Morning everyone, this is Rhea Clamocha from Forestry 1B. Our topic is disaster risk of the Philippines. National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. This article has an unclear citation style, March 2021. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, formerly known as the National Disaster Coordinating Council, is a working group of various government, non-government, civil sector, and private sector organizations of the Government of the Republic of the Philippines established by the Republic Act 10121 of 2010. It is administered by the Office of Civil Defense under the Department of National Defense. The Council is responsible for ensuring the protection and welfare of the Philippine people during disasters or emergencies. The NDRRMC plans and leads the guiding activities in the field of communication, warning, signals, emergency, transportation, evacuation, rescue, engineering, health and rehabilitation, public education, and auxiliary service such as firefighting and the police and the country. The Council utilizes the UN cluster approach in disaster management. It is the country focal for the ASEAN Agreement on Disaster Management and Emergency Response and many other related international commitments. At national level, technical agency with direct and relevant mandates often conducting risk assessment are the Philippines Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PBOX, the Philippines Atmospheres Geophysical and Astronomical Service Administration, or PAGASA, and NAMRIA, and Mines and Geoscience Bureau, and Upper Science Institute. The agency have technical expertise that complements one another when conducting multi-hazard risk assessment, conducting risk assessments for volcanic eruptions. Earthquakes and tsunami are the main technical service of PBOX. It is also in charge of earthquake impacts assessment as well as serve wind and flood impacts from the barangay to provincial level. This service in turn requires inputs from Pag-asa responsible for data collection, modeling and tracking of typhoons and other meteorological hazards alongside climate projections, or landslide mapping falls under the technical expert of the NGB, with products including urban exposure maps, population exposure maps, and road networks exposure maps for the local government units. The assessment realized on base maps developed by NAMRIA, which provides case service and products, including resource assessment and mapping, delineation of maritime boundaries, and risk mapping at the sub-nation levels.